Here we are. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. How you doing, everybody? We have an hour to go today. It is 3 o'clock Eastern Time, Wednesday, Feb the 8th, 2023. Final hour of trading. Just watching the markets not in any mood to recover. Doesn't look like the Dow's off 183, half a point. S&P is down 40 points, 1%. And NASDAQ 186 points on the downside, 1.5%. So leading Nasdaq leading the charge, triple the rate of the Dow. So the Dow should be down closer to 600 points to match Nasdaq as Nasdaq backs off. What else is going on? Okay. Other stocks, let's take a look. Down 192 on the Dow right now. Cyxtera is down 9 cents. And GameStop is off 14 to 21.08. We've been down most of the session slightly. Bed Bath Beyond has been down almost all day. We're down 36.8 cents at 264. The Bed Bath Beyond low of the day, 253. That was set just, when was that set? Hang on. I got to get my phone together. Actually, that was set around noon. 114 million today. Yesterday, 220 million traded. So not quite as much. GameStop's volume is showing 2.3 million, let's just call it. What's that? 550,000, 570,000. Not great. This is pre-split 4-1. Not heavy volume on GameStop. 21.08 down 14. ATIP holding a 9/10 of a penny gain at 41.4 on 115,000. It's just sitting there. Tesla $200, 57 cents, up 376. SoFi today, 726 at the moment, down 12 cents. Now we're at 727. The low of 722, it looks like today. Yeah, the low of 722. 20.4 million traded. Not a heavy day today. And down 11 cents right at this moment. It had a nice little run this morning. It got up to 749, I think it was, for the high, 750. And then within 5 minutes, it just crapped out to 722. Like there was no explanation. It just took a hit. And I don't know. It's recovered from the 722 now to 727. Got up to 730, 35 for a bit. Not much going on. The Apple shares are down 264 at 152.01. HBQ is off 32 cents to 29.68. Google's down $8 today, 99.90. We've broken 100 today on Google. Interesting to see that. Option players, watch that. Moderna, 636 lower at 164.70. I know a guy with a 180 contract who's grinning on this. Cisco down 78 cents to 47.06. Pfizer is up 42 to 44.02. IBM is up 37 cents. Microsoft down 67 cents. Microsoft had a good start today. It got up to 276 this morning. That's $10 higher than where it is now. It's at 266.90. This thing's given up just about $10. So a little bit of resistance coming in at the moment. Well, we'll watch for that. ME now, 23andMe, has come back to be unchanged. It has not changed in price. It's 253 right now, 1.4 million traded, unchanged, and the low of the day 247, the high 257. It's a 10-cent range. We're unchanged. On Rocket Lab, we're off 10 cents to 480. On Matterport, we're down 7 cents to 356. SmartRent's down 7.5 to 286. Spire down 4.5 at 105.5. By the way, ME tonight at the end of the day after the bell reports their results. So we'll stick around for that. We'll be on the air for that and see what they have to say. No idea what to expect. I haven't heard any rumors. I've got nothing. I know that they're trying to do a financing for $150 million. If you'd like to know what's going on there. The next earnings report that I see coming up for us is Matterport on for February 22. So that's another 2 weeks from now. And then another 4 days after that, Rocket Lab reports. And then on March the 8th, it's like a month from now, SmartRent reports. So we got a ways to wait for all the reports to arrive on these stocks. All right, so we'll see what they have to say for themselves. Amazon is down $2 at $100.08. Home Depot down $4.45. Netflix is up 124. Bannock is down $5. Adobe down 780. Goldman up 86 cents. Boeing down 288. Meta Platforms down 699. We're watching Meta back off here. I have the impression that Meta might be giving up some ground here. This is the lowest level now for Meta in the last, well, let's see, until about from about Feb 1, Feb 2nd. Yeah, Feb the 2nd. So this is definitely a pullback here to 184. 182.92 was a low today. So the stock is definitely giving up a bit of ground here on a bit of profit taking. 27.9 million trading on the old Facebook today. The low of the day was hit at 11:27 today. Now here we are at 7 minutes after 3, and we're dropping towards that again. 184.69 on our way lower for Meta. I kind of see 150.60 in the future of Meta. That's kind of what I see here. Just some profit taking. The company is not firing on all cylinders as far as making everybody a ton of money. They want to do a buyback, but that's not going to save the stock price. AMC is off 48 cents, and the preferreds are down 29. They're getting crushed today. That is 77 cents lower on the two stocks combined. So we're talking about 853 right now, and that's under the 920 level from where they started earlier today. So AMC is definitely coughing up some ground. And AMC did touch, and I mean barely touched 726 a couple of days ago, and here we are at 568. So $1.60 lower in a day and a half. This is the lowest level in a week, and looking at, I'm not sure if I can get this to work. I'm trying to get the last month right now on a chart. I'm not sure if my phone's going to give this to me. It's being a little persnippety. You know what that means? Persnippety. Yeah, it's lower, but not at the low of the last month. That would have to be down to the 393 level. So considering we came from 393 to 7 something, and now we're back to 5 something, yeah, it doesn't look good. Okay. They're talking about charging more for premium seats. It's kind of like they want to be like an airline. The better seats will cost you more, and the other seats will cost you less. That's a price increase right off the bat. It's a price increase because it's not going to be like the best seats are what we charge you now, and the cheaper seats are less. No. The cheapest seats are what we charge you now, and if you want to be in the middle, we're going to charge you more. Good luck to the high school kid who has a job at AMC Theaters that has to enforce this policy with possibly 15 to 22-year-old males who are going to cheat and just sit wherever the hell they want. I want to see this. That this has bad news written all over this policy. This is going to be nasty because once the lights go up, people are going to shift their seats. It can't be pretty. Oh my gosh, 74.86 on Royal Caribbean, up 85 cents. Well, the other thing too, I wonder about, just get back to it here. The Dow's down 213 right now. AMC, what if you do this? You raise your prices and you call. Let's say you have 30 rows of seats, okay, and you say that 20 of the 30 are primo, and 2/3 of the theater is now first class seating, and 1/3 is bums, and you want to charge $2-3 more a seat. You might lose 20% of your business. People will walk away, like they're not even going to go in. Like, I wonder now. Maybe I'm reading this wrong because I honestly have not read a press release on this. I haven't really dug into it. But I don't know if they have the money. Maybe they do have the money to do this. Can they upgrade seats so that they are like lazy boy seats, where you can raise your feet up, or you have like an ottoman scenario. But now you have fewer seats because you take up more room in a theater for nicer seating. That's fewer seats for sale. So even if you raise your prices, you're not increasing the gross take at the cash register. And ultimately, if you have 5 or 10% fewer seats available, you're going to have 5%, 10% fewer audiences, even if you sell out a theater, even sell you out a movie. I don't see this working. Like, that's kind of what I'm getting at. I just don't. I don't see it working. Oh boy, I'll tell you. Oh, I don't know what to ask. Anyway, Carlos, number 53. I listened to the morning session full stop. No, let me repeat that. Number 53. I listened to the morning session full stereo in my car while taking my son to school. He's 9 and he's asking me questions about water options. Dad, what's a vertical spread? And what's the margin requirement required when I do that? What's a stake bid, Dad? What's a stake offer? And what's this 90-10 rule? I don't know anything about this in school. Is there a 90-10 rule in my class that I need to know about? Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Bobby, I purchased the 10th. I purchased my 10th Poor Man cover call today. My 6th deep in the money GameStop cost me $11.85 for another January number 10, January 2025. Wrote an April $21.25 call for $320. Instantly, 27% of the price of the contract is covered right there. Nice going, right? Nice going. 21.25. It's out of the money right now. 21.05 is where the stock's at. Giddy up. Anyway, Coyote number 69, thumbs up. Bruce, Bobby, Joe, all the bankrupt companies can join together, and AMC can put some Peloton bikes in there. Yeah, we could do that. Get the Peloton bikes in there, and then everybody can take home a towel from Bed Bath & Beyond, like a sweat towel. You get one of those to take home with you. Yeah, I could put all the companies that are in trouble together. Amy, a local AMC here is a dine-in, so it's dinner and a movie. Wonder how they'll do that with the new seat pricing structure. Here we go. I don't know. George, Sebastian, Coyote, that's nice. Nice going. Okay, continuing on here. Thank you, everybody, for these thumbs ups already. I really appreciate these. Thank you for popping them up here right off the get-go. Already into the roughly pushing 70 thumbs ups now. 72. This is awesome, you guys. Thank you very much for that. Now, any of you out there have any questions about today's trading? Just let me know. It's open for members only. Any of you have any questions about, if you've taken any of my classes and you have any questions for me, let me know. If you have any questions, just send me an email and we'll try to answer those for you as well. Okay. Thank you all. We're headed right now to a member-only commentary here during the live session. So thank you again. Those of you who are hanging around this channel or enjoying what we do, you want to be able to talk to us during the trading time, please become a member. The common area is reserved for members, and you get to use those coveted knee emojis that we've made even more famous than they are already. Pretty cool bean stuff. Thank you all. 74 thumbs ups. Thank you for this. Okay, what else is going on? Alberto, Uncle, I'm here. You can begin now. Good afternoon, everybody. And Flint Creek, I'm number 72. Financial Mischief, a great afternoon. Good afternoon, Alberto. Kilo, I'm a lurker. I know practically nothing about options yet. What are the risks? You're going to need to start with lesson number 1. Yeah. You need to understand how they really work, how they're created, how they go up, how they go down, why they exist, what are the risks. If you're an option writer, what are the risks? You got to head for the website, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca, my website. Head over there. And right there's the website right there. Head over there and immediately grab lesson number 1 and then watch number 2 and number 3. If you want to become part of this gang here that are making some serious dough, you're going to want to do that. That's your investment that you're going to make into yourself. And I think the payoff you're going to be very pleased with once you get a handle on what we're up to. Market could step it up anytime, says Flint Creek. Manager, I am transferring my entire account to another firm and cannot trade till the transfer is complete, using this time to go through all your classes, Uncle B. Right on there, Nick. Mr. Premium of the Option. I'm number 73. Alberto, Financial, making that dinero, I hope. Mr. Premium Nick, who are you moving over to? Splair, a dine-in. A dine-in would be a business idea in some food consumption addicted cities here. Manager, I'm going to Tasty Works. Alberto, Kilo, grab the classes. Get on board to making some serious moolah around here. Join us. Frankie is a new member. Hey there, Frankie. How you doing? Thank you for joining in. Frankie has become a member at the Chillin' with Uncle Bruce level. Thank you. Frankie, fire up your knee emojis, buddy. Let's see how you pop those off there now. You should be able to do those now that you're here. Maria, AMC already has some comfort seats in my area. They are a great addition. It was an incentive to attend, and it was no extra charge. So they might be upping that now. They might, make people pay more. I don't know. We'll see. Maria, welcome, Frankie. Welcome, Frankie, to the gang here. Gaudi is going to welcome you as well. Nice to have you here, Frankie. But you're part of one of the greatest YouTube families there are. We have 143 people here, and a bunch of them are throwing up thumbs ups for us. We had 79 in now. We're going for at least 100 thumbs ups every show in the afternoon, and they're coming in. Maria, thank you. Maria's popping up the knee emojis, showing Frankie this is what we're talking about. You can pop up these knee emojis. You now can do it too, and when you pop up the knee emojis, the markets do whatever you want them to do. It's magical. We can't explain it. The Knights of Knee have mysterious powers over the markets. They make some of your stocks go up when you want them to go up. They make some of your stocks go down when they want to go down. They make markets do whatever you want them to do. It's crazy. But being a member of the channel lets you enjoy those knee emojis. I can't explain it. I'm only reporting what they tell me. There you have it. Welcome to our bagel gang, Sisler. Welcome to our bagel gang. Financial Mischief, Alberto, folding my arms for the rest of the day. Depending on my trades, I exceed my buying power pretty quickly until this dang restriction is lifted. March 27th cannot come soon enough. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. We're down 237 on the Dow Jones right now. We're off 50 on S&P. We're down 216 on the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ is down right now about, let's take a look here. It is off now 1.77%. The S&P is down 1.19%, and the Dow is off 0.71%. And Cyxtera is down 9 cents. GameStop is off 17 cents to 21.05. We have Bed Bath Beyond at $2.60. Yeah, right. $2.60. 0.9 is where BBBY is. It's down 40 cents here, near its low. The low of the day, 253. We're not far away from that today, after a spike to 703 day before yesterday. We've got ATIP, pardon me, ATIP at 41.3 cents. Tesla at 199.93. SoFi 724 down 14. Tesla's up $3. Apple is down $3 at 151.64. HPQ down 38. Google down 871. Moderna down 680. We've got it's down to 164 now. Cisco off 94. Pfizer is up 31. IBM up 26. Microsoft down 78 cents. 23andMe is down a half a penny. Rocket Lab down 9.2. Matterport down 0.65. SmartRent down 8.5. So Matterport off 6.5 cents. SmartRent down 8.5. Spire down 4.5. Amazon down $1.93. Home Depot down 5.08. Netflix is up 3.24. Vanik down 5.26. Adobe down 7.85. We got gains and losers here. We're up 56 cents on Goldman Sachs. Boeing is down 2.84. Meta down 7.40 now to 184.22, backing up. We got AMC combined with those ape shares. We're now down 80 cents today. Royal Caribbean up 98, 74.99. Carvana up 93 cents. Robinhood down a nickel. BlackBerry down 6.5 cents. Target down 264. JP Morgan down 80. Costco's off $12 today, 5.04. Walmart down 83. Disney down 49 cents. Nvidia down 75 cents. American Airlines up a penny at 16.97. There's a recap. It's pluses and minuses just everywhere, with a minus 233 on the Dow Jones here, 0.68 of a percentage point. That is the story right now. 21.10 on GameStop, just off 12 cents. It's kind of a nothing burger day here today. GameStop's kind of drifting along here. Bed Bath Beyond 260 and a half, down 40 and a half cents today. Yeah. Back to 200 on Tesla. There you go. Let's see here. What else is going on here? Excuse me. BW, Frankie, welcome to the rest of your life and learn to be your own boss. Karim, welcome, Frankie. Frankie is saying, hey, wrote my first Poor Man cover call today. I bought 4 Jan 1725 GameStop 10s at 11.59. I bought them at 11.59, and they're worth like 11.12 right now, so that's pretty good. Sold 4 GameStop June 22's June 22nd, $22 calls for $4.10 each. I'm so excited to get started. This is cool. So the $22 calls have been written. We're out of the money. They're 88 cents out of the money, so they are technically worthless calls, time only. $4.10 in the house from an expenditure of $11.59. So he's only $7.49 risk on his calls if he does nothing, and the shares stay under $22. That's step one. This is great. Frankie, look, the shares go to $18.50, for half a day. What do we care? 15 minutes. These contracts will back off from 410, which is what you would love to see. Of course, they could be in the 250, 60 range any old time. We don't know. We know that they're going to shrink out in value. That's going to shrink because time value has only so much time. And this is obviously July call. So we're looking at about 6 months in length, give or take maybe a little more than that. They're going to lose value every week, every month. The stock price will be the dominant force right now on the value of those calls, but you've got the money in your pocket. You've got 4 times 410, $1,600 in your jeans, which in theory, you could buy another deep in the money call with that and then write another call on it. Or just keep that money around as what we call dry powder to buy back these calls at a lower price and then rewrite new ones. And away we go. Welcome to the party. BW, booyah! Financial Mischief, Frankie, welcome. Hawkeye, number 82. Coyote, Frankie, fast hands, well done. Frankie, been watching since GameStop craze. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Right on, man. This is great. Mr. Premium of the option. So Frankie's not a new trader. Nice. Mirko, Frankie, good move. Well done. BW, Frankie, we have all started at our own pace over the course of the beginning of this channel. Don't fear the upside. Learn to fold your arms. It works. Frankie, Mr. Premium, I am well versed with losing money in the market for many years now. Well, let's just hope that you're on the other side now. Let's hope that's going to happen here. We're feeling good about it. Alex, number 83, welcome to the party, Frankie. Beach Boy is here, number 84. Late, but no pile dancing for me. Larry Titus, hi all, I'm number 86. Welcome, my friend. Options nomads. Here's a question. Why does it seem that like Pfizer stock often does the opposite? It's a George Costanza stock. It does the opposite of what the other stocks do. on my watch list, Pfizer is green when others are red, and vice versa on other days. Why does Pfizer do that? I can't give you an exact answer, but a theoretical answer is that Pfizer is now $43.92 a share. If you buy the stock today and tuck it into your retirement account or whatever, your yield, the dividend that you would collect, is equal to 3.75%. So if the markets are higher because interest rates might be going lower, thinking that would be bad for Pfizer. If the markets are lower because people worry about interest rates going higher, Pfizer could be going up because it's a high-yielding stock. It's 3.75. This is equal to a treasury note. That's one possible answer. I don't have an exact take on it. I just know that this is quality stuff. Pfizer is trading at 8.03 times earnings. So in my opinion, it's way undervalued by maybe 50%. But it's 43.92, and you can write calls against this stock and cross your arms and let the depreciation come in. So you have to just be a patient player, as Option Nomads is, and you wait for the stock to do what it does, and options eventually expire very, very, they drop in value, and you pick your spot and do a rollover. New options are written, or you roll over existing contracts, which Option Nomads does too. And you take the dough. You take the dough that Pfizer gives you. Sometimes it's pennies in a week, and sometimes it's dollars in a week, depending on how much the stock moves. It all depends when you write, where you write, and how it's going. 213 now is the downdraft on the Dow Jones. 215 here. 46-point drop on S&P. Nasdaq down 208. There you go. The rate of home price growth hits the lowest level since late summer 2020, says this headline. These markets have the highest risk of price declines. Interesting. Our markets, of course, are overheated, and they'll get back off even more. Interesting. Anyway, there you have it. The Dow is off 200 points after Fed officials say more interest rate hikes are likely. And that's not helping there either. Mirko, Beach Boy, Alberto did that for you. Options Nomads, it's just my brain seeing patterns in the chaos that really aren't meaningful. Beach Boy, so Uncle Bruce, SoFi, cover calls. What do you think? Should we write cover calls on SoFi yet? Nope. We're off only 12 cents on a 200-point drop on the Dow. The stock is reluctantly giving up ground ever so slightly. It pops up with no real effort. 21 million traded today. I would not be messing with options yet. This stock can at any time break out, and we have to just allow it to happen. We have to leave it alone. We're at $200 on Tesla again, up 366. GameStop down 9. Bed Bath & Beyond down 39. All right, Beach Boys laughing with Mirko there. Who cares? Says dry powder management is the key. I always wait for the buyback before I consider it my money. Financial Mischief. I took a tally just now. I'm up to 150 Jan 25 10s between my 4 accounts. Only 250 more to go to get 100 in all of my accounts. Not bad. BW, who cares? Same here. Frankie, BW, I think I understand the upside. Notice my poor man cover call went up at a higher rate than the ones I sold. Sweet. You get it. BW says, yep. Manager, Uncle Bruce, FYI, your internet is only, your internet's not working right. The voice keeps on disappearing, and then it comes back up. And there isn't a thing I can do about it. I'm not able to make it better. You might have to just reload my show, and hopefully that does it for you. Beach Boy Kramer's today's Costanza. Shrinkage. Bobby Atkinson. I'm not having that happening, manager. Wing Commander. The markets right now are in the ultimate test of my patience. Before Uncle Bruce, I would be looking at the next trade. Now I know that I have time. GameStop, HPQ, March Tesla, September Microsoft, April. They will come to me. I will wait them out because I've got the dough in my account. And I like my position. There you have it. A Wing Commander manager. It is probably your internet. Uncle Bruce sounds just fine. Coyote manager, that's your internet. No issues on my end. Wing Commander buffering much. Frankie, thanks everybody for the welcome. Deuce Caboose, number 92, my friend. 8, you were 8 away from that coveted 100 triple-digit thumbs up number. Rolo 88. Uncle Bruce, I am having a tough time pulling the trigger on writing GameStop calls after the crazy swings we had this past week. Well, what are you sitting on? What do you got? And what are we looking at here? Coyote, Financial Mischief, that's some insane money there. Wing Commander, why, Rolo? It might drop even towards the horizontal support of 1930. Could go lower. Mirko, manager, does the voice disappear when you're moving the mouse? A Wing Commander, I would write right away. Wing Commander, 22s, 23s for April. Alberto smiling. Manager, okay, Coyote, I'll give it a try. Anyway, there you go. Rolo is having a tough time. So Rolo, let us know what you got, and we'll try to figure it out for you. Going to be interesting with ME earnings after the close, says Robert. This is going to be interesting. What are they going to say? What is the dealio here with ME? 253 is the stock price, unchanged on the session. 1.5 million traded. What's going on? They're coming up their numbers tonight after the bell. Rocket Lab is down 8.5 cents. Matterport down 5.5 cents. SmartRent down 8 cents. Spire down 4.5 cents. They're all off today. Many stocks are off today. Well, we'll see what happens. GameStop trying to come back. It's down 4 cents, 21.18. Bed Bath Beyond down 40. There you go. Okay. I got 1,000 shares, that Rolo says. I have 1,000 shares with a 21.25 cost basis. Okay. Zed Estate, thumbs up. Some Zed Estate. Frankie, I was worried about going ahead and writing two, but I figure it's going to go one of two ways here. Go up or go down. Yeah. And you have an answer to either direction. You're going to make money either way here. Alberto Rolo, strike above your average, win-win. Wing Commander, three things might stay here. Coyote, Rolo, right 22s or 23s, says Coyote. Mirko, Rolo, just right 22, 4 to 8 weeks out. If the stock goes up, just roll. Splair, I think my brain is turning off to leave you all earlier. Need some sleep, so go on lurking. Take care, Splair. Wing Commander, Rolo, if you write a strike 23 and you do get exercised, you will get 23 plus the premium, man. What's wrong with that? Like, what's wrong with that? Brian, write 10 covered calls, June 21s for $4.40 each. There you go. You'll get bought out on those. You get $25.40 on your $20-something price. Brian, that's money. Financial Mischief, Gowdy, it'll be a nice one. It'll be nice when I'm done. The 3 accounts I'm now working on are much less funded than the first one. However, I am still okay being a bit aggressive while I'm accumulating. We will see how I do. Another thing that Rolo could do is Rolo could sell his 1,000 shares for $21.16. Again, I'm assuming this is in a cash or a margin account. Should be a margin account if you're going to do this. You sell your stock and you buy these $11 calls, and you can pick up almost not quite 20 of them, probably 18 of them. You'll write 18 calls for $4 a piece, turn around and buy another 4 or 5 more. Now you got 22, 23 calls owned, and you're writing 23 calls at a time now on GameStop, and you're making some bucks. Let's go. Anyway, there it is. Splair, just in case, have a good night, everybody. Take care. Alberto Financial, nice work, Alberto. See you, Splair. Take her easy, buddy. In Dortmund, Germany. Fantastic. Cool bean stuff, everybody. What can I say? We're now down 231 on the Dow Jones. We've got S&P, down 47, and we got the NASDAQ down 206. Oil up 129, not much happening over there. And Alberto, Uncle, not let's go. It's let's go. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for that. Fantastic. GameStop 21.10 down 11. Bed Bath Beyond down 39.5. ATIP 0.9 of a penny higher, 41.3. Tesla 201.11 up 430. SoFi 726 down 12. Apple down 311, 151.54. HBQ down 36 cents to 29.64. Google down 8.29. Moderna down 6.40. Cisco down 92. Pfizer up 30. IBM up 27. Another high dividend paying stock. There you go. Microsoft down 119 now. ME down 0.5 penny. Rocket Lab down 9.5. Matterport down 5.5. SmartRent down 9.5. Spire down 4.5. Amazon down 183. Home Depot down 442. Netflix up 511. Vanik down 487. Adobe down 713. Goldman up 70. Boeing down 277 on Boeing. Meta down 750, 184.05 on Meta. The low of the day today, 182.92, and it's slowly slumping here. Interesting there. AMC and Ape are off 78 cents. Royal Caribbean up 69. There you go. There's some pluses and minuses as we grind on here with 25 minutes left in our session before we are done. I hope some of you were successful in rolling your GameStops, moving up into 22s, 23s, 24s, 25s over the last week or so. Those of you who have rolled up your Apples, those who rolled up your Ciscos, some rolled up your other calls. Right on. Teslas. Oh, hopefully you rolled up your Teslas as well. If it's being handed to you, you take it. We'll see what's going on. And let's see here. Rosetta State, Uncle Bruce, I have 1,500 shares that have covered calls. Should I buy them back and so I can sell the shares and buy deep in the money calls and then sell covered calls? Hope this makes sense. It does make sense. I see what you're saying. If you've got 1,500 shares and you can turn those into 22 covered calls approximately, and then write 22 contracts to bring in enough dough to maybe buy 3 or 4 more covered calls, you'll add maybe a total of, like, would you add a total of 30 covered calls to this? I'm not sure. 1,500 shares at 21.14. The calls are 11 something. So yeah, you might get 30 covered calls out of this whole shift going. Worth looking into. Yeah, a manager, 5 more weeks of market staying up. And after that, Rugman will be coming by to visit the high flyers. That same animal, or comes out of hibernation to start foraging. Interesting. Beach Boy, Alberto, I guess the pole chafing is better. Mirko, someone needs a nap before prime time. Oh, we know who that is. Wing Commander Zed, you could just buy 1 or 2 deep in the money calls, sell some shares, etc. Wing Commander, rinse and repeat. Wing Commander, no need to buy back calls. Alex, Alberta, Uncle likes a trade when you hear giddy up. Wing Commander, especially because at some point you will be writing additional covered calls. Anyway, however you like to do it, whether you like to hold shares in a company or you like to have deep in the money calls, you make sure they're deep enough in the money so you don't have a risk of the stock falling to your deep in the money price. You want to stay in the money and write and write and write. So GameStop 10s are an excellent place to work from. On Tesla now, 130s would be a good place. 150s might be considered, but 120s, 130s would be a good place to look at now on Teslas. I don't think we're going to do a back off to there again. Cheaper than buying the stock at 201 a share. Apple 125s, 120, 125s, maybe 130s on Apple, but certainly 120, 25s are worth looking into. HBQs, 25s, 24s, 23s, 22s, 20s. Google, maybe 90s, 85s, 80s, somewhere between 80 and 90. Moderna, you got to be careful with Moderna deep in the money calls. You might have to buy like 110s, 120s. Got to be careful with that one. Cisco is at $47. So buying, 40s, 41s, 39s, 38s on Cisco, pretty safe bet there. That would run maybe $1,000 a call or less. You can start writing calls on Cisco. Pfizer, $43.93, picking up 38s, 36s, 35s, anywhere between 35 and even, like 38. I'd go that close. I don't think you should go higher than 38 on Pfizer. Just have a little cushion there. But if you can get Pfizer calls for $700-800 each, and then you can write 1 or 150 calls against that, there's a nice premium here, percentage-wise. IBM 136.25, picking up 120s, 110s, somewhere between 110 and 120s is a good place to go after deep in the money calls on IBM. Microsoft is 267, so 240s, 230s, anywhere in there. What else we can talk about here? Amazon. I'm not as thrilled with Amazon as I am with, I'm not as comfortable as I am with Google. Amazon, maybe 75s or less. Home Depot, you got to have some serious money here. You're going to have to buy 290s or less. 300s might be too close to the mark. This thing can move $15 in a day. Netflix, I'm not sure. I don't have a warm, fuzzy feeling for Netflix. It's $367. It's up $4, I know, but under 200 is where this thing is going, I think, within the year. Vanik Vectors now. Vanik Semiconductors, SMH, that ETF, the semiconductor ETF. 200s, 180s, 190s, 200s. Yeah, safe bet there. Maybe even 210s now. Adobe, 300, 325s, maybe 330s. Above that, I'd be careful. This can move $15 in a day. Goldman is 375, so 340s to 300 to 340s would be the range for deep in the money calls, whatever works for you. Boeing is 212.28. I'd be looking at maybe 180s to 200s on Boeing, but I don't even think I go 200s. I go maybe 190s down to 170s. Meta platforms, I don't have confidence we're going to hold 170, even 160. So I'd be under that. 150 or lower for Meta, maybe. Who else? Who else can you write options against? Target is 172. I'd be looking at 150s or less. JP Morgan, they're 143. I'd be looking at 120 or less. Costco's 504, about 480 or less. I'd be well in the money there. It's off $11 today. Walmart 130 or less, at least 130, maybe to 125s. Disney 90 or less, and that is, you got to really be careful with Disney. It could still drop off. Nvidia, what do you do with Nvidia? 222 right now. 180s, 170s, 175s. The deep in the money calls for Nvidia. American Airlines, $10 a share on the in deep in the monies. Can you get $10 deep in the money at American Airlines and then right on those? Because I think 17 is too high, personal opinion. But Snowflake, 159 a share. Boy, I'd be at least 25 in the money on those, maybe 30. I'd be looking at maybe 130s, 125s. Yeah. DraftKings, $10 deep in the money calls for DraftKings. I'd be owning $10 deep in the money calls. Workday, 188, maybe 150, 55s or below. DoorDash, $50 calls at the most, maybe 45s. Airbnb trading 116, 90 or less. Micron is $60, 50 or less. Intel's $28. I'd go 24 or 22s, 20s. I'd be comfortable, very comfortable 20s, 18 mega comfortable. And then right from there. Yeah. Coinbase, oh boy, it's $70 right now, 40. I'd be looking at 40s at deep in the money calls, and be careful with those. Yeah, that's kind of a recap for you of some of the different stocks you can look into for deep in the money call purchases, and then right against them. We're down 179 on the Dow. A little improvement is coming in at the moment. Cyxtera is down a dime. GameStop is off 14. Bed Bath Beyond is down 42.5 cents now. ATIP is still holding a 41-cent market, up 0.6 of a penny. Tesla 201.65, up 484. SoFi 726, down 12. Apple down 252. HPQ down 33. Google down 8. Moderna down 6.30. Just to give you an idea of what is going on over there. Okay. And what else is happening here? Pardon me. Financial Mischief is saying, depending on the premiums, I will most likely be selling my calls $3 to $4 in the money for June to September to build up my leaps. Drew, thoughts on rolling GameStop April 1875s into June 20s? Looks like I could get a 25 cents a contract more money. April to June, I'd look at that. Yeah, I would look into that if you can pull that off. Alberto, Alex, that's true. Coyote, Drew, for credit, I would. Mirko, Zeta State, you could buy back 5 covered calls and then sell 500, then buy deep in the money calls. You don't have to do it all at once. Financial Mischief, Drew, July 19th. Alberto, Kashmir sent it. Beach Boy is asking Alberto, Kashmir sent it. Alberto, strike and a little premium with less time. Get her done. And Drew, DH, Mirko, I forgot it was primetime Wednesday tonight, 8 o'clock. Join me for Gold Bagel members only. Wayne Commander, I did the switch to Poor Man cover calls last December, and I did not buy back my calls. Right on. Alberto, Beach Boy, absolutely laughing out loud. DH, Wayne Commander, some platforms will view that as long holding naked calls. Drew, Coyote, yeah. DH during the transition. Financial Mischief, 525 for the premium would be okay if you were taken out at 24.25. That'd be all right. Drew, Financial Mischief, I'm looking again now. Wing Commander, if you buy deep in the money calls first and then sell some shares, the underlying position should not change. Okay. Alex, anyone buying Google down here? The stock looks cheap and there are 90-10 poor man's available. It's too expensive for my portfolio at the moment. Zeta State, Mirko, yeah, that would work. Thank you. Wing Commander, selling shares and then buying deep in the money calls might be problematic. Wing Commander, if you have a short position, i.e. cover calls. Coyote, the backlash against Netflix and their new password policy is astounding. Wing Commander password policy. I'm checking this. Wing Commander, consider my curiosity piqued. Coyote, well, they are limiting who can use an account now, or they will be, says Coyote, locking accounts down, so no password sharing now. Alex, Wing Commander, on IBKR the other day, I sold a $15 deep in the money, and I bought a $20 deep in the money without buying back a covered call I'd written, and the platform let me do it. Alberto, my brain has to be reprogrammed. Now I can't wait to be assigned. Can someone call Elon and make it happen already? Mirko, Alex, also depends on how much margin you got left. Wing Commander, got it. Password sharing, got it. Miraculous, I wrote August 20s on GameStop for $5.25 today. Not sure how I feel about it. Did I go too far? This is not a roll. That is a nice chunk of cash. 25% at least on the price of the stock. That's pretty good. That is, really good premium money. It's huge. And they're barely in the money, $1 here. Coyote, how about coin, says that estate. Coyote, Miraculous it's fine. And you can always roll into Mirko, Miraculous, what strike, but generally no. Wing Commander, Alex, yep. As Mirko said, you did it on margin for one call, not a big issue. If you would do this for 10 or 20, depending on your margin, you might run into issues. Cindy B, I've been writing on Deep in the Money Coinbase. Coyote, Mirko, I think he means August 20 strike. Brian, Miraculous, that is far out. But if you like the price, usually like Uncle Bruce says, aim for 2 to 3 months. This gives you time to roll over if you need to into the 4 or 5 month mark, 4 or 5, 6 month mark. Alex, Mirko, yes, good point, but I can't seem to buy back a covered call if it costs me more than my cash balance. Wing Commander, however, if you do this in reverse, i.e. buy strike 21st, then sell strike 15, then you should be fine. Brian, but Mirko, Miraculous and Gordy, thanks, and you should be fine. About $4 in time value. That's pretty good. Zed Estate, Uncle Bruce, I have a stock call, UPST. I bought 1,800 over a year ago for 75 a share. I have a stock that's called UPST that I bought 1,800 over a year ago for $75 a share. Today they are at, what is it, $19. I've been doing covered calls, and with the income, I've been loading up on GameStop. Way to go, pal. Way to go. Yeah, that's right. You've been working on those. Alex, Wing Commander, Sega, got it. Thanks. Financial Mischief, Drew, good luck with whichever move you decide to make. Blair, can you talk today on Prime Time a little about it, how to react when the stock suddenly starts a rally? In future, we should get out at least a rally that kicks us out of the bear market. Jim Stevens, Netflix actually backtracked on the password policy, saying it wouldn't go into effect for U.S. customers, although I imagine the damage is already done. Coyote, Jim Stevens, I think they still will go through with it. It's been in their plan for a while now. Miraculous, thanks all. Now the hardest part, waiting. Alex, Bruce, you need something to wake you up. Ready? I tried to get a nap between shows. I tried to get a nap in after the first show today. Couldn't do it. I was not able to do it. Too much stuff going on. And now I need to work on a nap between this show and the primetime show. Not sleeping well these days. Doing the best I can. We're working on it. Sleeping well at night, but during the day, I'm not getting my naps in very well. They're not deep sleeps. It's kind of weird. Don't want to take anything. I want to stay sharp now. Let's see. Jim Stevens, I think they'll eventually do it as well. They're just trying to figure out how to do it more quietly. There you go. All right. We're down 202 again on the Dow with 10 minutes to go. Sextera's just off 7 cents. It's coming back up. It's 261. GameStop's down 12 cents. Bed Bath Beyond is down 40. ATIP is up 0.6. Tesla's up 465, 201.46. SoFi, 724, down 14. Apple down 261. HPQ down 33 cents. Google down 807. Moderna down 612. Cisco down 80. Pfizer up 36. IBM up 32. Microsoft up a dime. ME up a penny at 254. Rocket Lab down 8.5. Now it's down 9. Matterport down 8. SmartRent down 8.5. Spire down 5.5. They're all negative there. Amazon down 179. HD. Home Depot down 422. Netflix up 464. Bannock down 445, Adobe down 585, Goldman up 57, Boeing up down 225, Meta down 780 to 183.81. Down goes Meta. AMC down 76 cents combined, up 54 in Royal Caribbean. There's a brief recap of what is happening. Check your quotes. Oh boy. Oil up 133. How's Antigen doing? Alberto is asking. Doing well. She's now to the point where we go for daily walks. Pardon me. Today we're going to go to Costco between this show and tonight's show. We're going to head over to Costco. That's going to be her outing today. And yesterday we took a nice walk. The day before we did a walk. She's also not having to use that ice machine as often anymore. She uses it during the daytime. After dinner, she plugs it back in. She cools down her hip and her knees, but her hip in particular. So when it's bedtime, she shuts the machine off at bedtime, takes off that bladder thing, and comes to bed with a nice cool hip joint, leg joint, and so on. And she sleeps, and the next morning, once she's up, after I do the morning show, I set up the ice machine for her, and she plugs it back in again. So she's now using the machine for like 7 hours a day instead of 24 hours a day. She doesn't need it as much anymore. That's great. That really is great. So she's doing okay and feeling pretty good. You are doing great, Uncle Bruce. Working hard. Thank you, Maria. Financial Miraculous. I'd be okay with August 20 calls. This is how I've been looking at my options. If the strike and premium exceed the exercise price of my leaves, I'm okay selling. Manager Uncle Bruce, what's your prediction on SoFi going to 15 by the end of the year? Sure hope it's sooner than that. Would be nice. Financial Mischief. The strike price becomes a little less important to me looking at it this way, as long as I've been giving myself time to make a move if and when I feel I need to. Miraculous, like Uncle Bruce says, GameStop could drop to the 18 range any point in time. You'll get your calls back with a 50% profit. Might be tomorrow night, might be 2 weeks, 3 weeks out, but it won't be in that. You're not going to be waiting until August to make money on this call. Exactly. I need funds for expansion, says manager, says Nick. Alex, you're a trooper, Uncle Bruce. I'm in awe of your work ethic. Do look after yourself and don't overdo it. Thank you, Alex. Zeta State, do you get to sleep on the right side of the bed? Yes, we're back. We're back. We have switched, and I got my side back. Yes, Hector, Alex, I agree. Don't overdo it, Bruce. We do the best we can with what we have. Head to this website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca, if you want to learn how to write stock options like the folks are doing here. If you want to know all about poor man covered call writing, where you buy an option on GameStop for say $11, haul in between $4 and $5 on an option premium right away, risking only $6 or $7 on a call. Take the lessons on how to write options. That's what we've done here. I put 14 of them together for you guys. 14 times an hour and a half to 2 hours of class. We're talking 25 hours of instruction available to you to learn how to write options in this bear market and make money like these folks are talking about right here. These folks are not here because they're losing money. They're here because they're making money. Join these guys. Become part of their party. We love it when stocks go down. We just love it. They go up. We love it too. Our deep in the money calls go up and our short-term calls don't go up as much. We get richer when stocks go up. We get richer when stocks go down. We get richer when they don't move. We figured it out. You can join this group and this party by becoming an option class watcher. Of course, you can always join this channel as a member for $10 or $25 a month, whatever you're comfortable with. You become a gold level member, $25 a month. One of these guys, join me tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, prime time live with Uncle Bruce for just Gold Bagel members. You can be rest assured that everyone in that class are option writers like you are. You're not alone. And that's the thing about being an option writer. You can talk to your relatives, your friends, your coworkers. You're alone. Nobody you know does it. It's rare that you know someone that writes options as well as you. So you're part of the family here. And that's the best part. Every morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, approximately, I go live for Just Gold Bagel members first for the Trade Alert Show. What to look out for this morning. Then I go live at 8:30 for everybody. I go live at 3 o'clock for everybody. And Wednesday nights, 8 o'clock prime time, just for Gold Bagel members. So if you become a Gold Bagel member, you got a couple of perks. If you've taken the classes and you're taking them and adding them to your list, you are going to acquire the knowledge about basic option writing and understanding the psychology of this market, how these things work, and how you can make it work for you. And I talk about the same stocks we talk about here all the time in the classes. So it makes sense. Jennifer's the moderator of the classes. You'll hear her voice interrupt me from time to time when viewers ask questions during the class sessions themselves. This is where you'll notice, oh, Beach Boys here, Alberto is here, Bama Babe is around. A whole bunch of the familiar names you see over here are in the classes themselves. They watch them live. They don't wait for the loading up of the class on the website. They're in the class. So join in. Come on, become part of this family, and learn how to write options and make money in this market. If you're tired of losing money on hotshot stocks that didn't pan out, hot trade alerts you're supposed to be getting from someplace that just don't work out, you're always the last to find out about a hot stock. Forget all that. Become an option writer and learn how to write options and make money every week, every month, all the time. You'll get used to it quickly. You really will. You'll get used to it. It's amazing. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Bobby Atkinson, if SoFi gets 5 cents more this quarter, they'll be profitable. If it's another 4 cents, they will be at 0.1% away from profitable. So how about that, Bobby? Which makes me think it's this quarter instead of the upcoming first quarter. That's going to be interesting. Coyote Reddit comment regarding Chat GPT. The market is in a multi-week froth over Ask Jeeves 2.0. Brian, Ask Jeeves. Holy crap, I forgot about Mr. Jeeves. He was so polite. Coyote, Uncle Bruce, I was making rolls earlier, moving up in strike while bringing in credit while sitting in a car in the Target parking lot while my girlfriend shopped. I love this game. I love this game. Nice go. DH Coyote, don't tell the government that the stock market is a game. VJ, I have Tesla deep in the money, strike 135. I bought at $5,000. For calls. Should I sell them or instead sell poor man covered calls? I'd be selling poor man covered calls against those. You can bring in 15, 20, 25 bucks a call against those guys. Why not? Financial mischief. For example, if I can sell a 16 to 1625 for $8, I'll do it and just sit on the right. Ideally, this is done on the nice run up though. Drew, excited for tonight. Alex, Coyote, this is the way. Testy Donkey. I had a friend text me today with a link to a basic broker asking if I know about stock. I told him about options and how to generate money. Have not heard from him for a few hours. He's gone down the rabbit hole. Alex, 109 thumbs up, Spruce. You're over 100 and 160 people are watching you right now. Come on, people. Give this man a thumbs up. Thank you, everybody. We just hit the bells. Larry, thank you for shutting it down for us. Maria Powell, thanks, Larry. Down 200 on the Dow at the end of the day. Cyxtera just lost 2.5 cents at the end of the day. That's all it did. It came all the way back here. GameStop 21.12 down a dime. Bed Bath Beyond down 40 to 261. ATIP up 0.7 of a penny. Tesla up 448 to 201. SoFi lost 18 today, 720. That's a bargain. Apple's 273 loss at 151.92. HPQ down 40. Google down 804 to close at $100 even. Moderna 164.34 down 672. I know a guy that has 180 calls on those. Cisco 46.96 down 88. Pfizer up 38. IBM up 17. Microsoft down 83. ME down a penny at 252. The aftermarket will kick in now. We're going to watch ME on the aftermarket because their earnings are coming out now after the bell. And we'll see what 23andMe has to say. We'll find out. 252 last trade. Rocket Lab down 11. Matterport down 9. Smart Rent down 9.5%. Spire down 5.5%. Amazon $100.05 down 206. Home Depot down 432. Netflix 388 to the good, 366.83. Vanek Vectors down 494. Adobe down 546. Goldman up 90. Boeing down 124. Meta down 819 to 183.43. AMC down 46. Ape down 24.5. Yeah, that's a 70+ cent loss today on those two shares. Rocket Lab up 50. Royal Caribbean up 55. Carvana up 84 to 1403. That was higher earlier. Robinhood down 8. BlackBerry down 8 cents. There you go. Okay, we've got enough covered there. We are down 207 on the down for the day. And GameStop down 12, and Bed Bath Beyond down 40. There you are, Larry. Thank you for ringing these bells. Larry, thanks for ringing the bell. My arms were folded, were uncrossed. Drew, stinker didn't hit. Oh well, tomorrow maybe. Drew tomorrow. Alberto, yep, the hardest thing working non-financial advisor. Angry, balding, short goat. $25 a month. Answers emails, live chats, and Wednesday live sessions. Wait, what? Yep, he's the man. There you go. Thank you, Alberto. Mr. Pima of the option. Disney should be reporting any moment now as well. Richard Carlin, Maria, excited to be part of tonight's fun. Looking forward to seeing you guys tonight. 8 o'clock Eastern time. I will load up the show after I get off here. We're waiting for ME to start trading in the after hours with any reaction. 252 was the last trade as far as I saw. Unchanged or down a penny on the day. Nothing changed really. What is happening on 23andMe? We'll find out. I don't know. But they're releasing their numbers tonight. Okay. ME252. Market data here. The Dow down to 207. S&P down 46. NASDAQ down 203. Oil up 126. And there it is. We'll see what's going on. We'll see what's going to happen on 23andMe, kids. Well, we'll hope for the best here. There we go. I'll go over to CNBC as well and 23andMe. See what happens over there. 23andMoi. Unchanged at 252 on 20,000 so far in the after hours. Okay. Corporate profit worries made the market go down today. Apparently, that's the story from the markets. Well, we'll see how that plays out. Thank you all. There we go. Okay, let's move up here to the market. 252 on 23andMe. No volume that I'm seeing of any significance. 20,000 maybe. GameStop 21.10 was the last trade today. After hours, $21, even down a dime on GameStop. Bed Bath Beyond after hours 261, no change. Tesla after hours 201.14 down 15. SoFi 721 up a penny. Today's volume 25 million, by the way, on SoFi. That was a quiet day today. There you go. Waiting on 23andMe. I'm showing it at 261 up 9. 23andMe at 261 up 9 cents. See what's going on over there. 23andMe up 9. Okay. There we go. 261, holding 261 on 22,588. I guess 1,500, 2,500 shares of buying came in. We're up to 261. I do not know what the deal is. Have we seen any results yet? I don't know. If anyone sees any, do tell. Please do tell. We'll be curious about that. I think we got the results. Let me double check here. Just looking here, published. Yeah, we're out. They're out. Third quarter revenue grew 18% to 67 million. Consumer revenue grew 17% year over year. Financial guidance raised expected revenue range of 290 to 300 million. They're raising their guidance. Excuse me. Let's see what they're saying here. Quote, we have made significant progress this quarter in both our consumer and therapeutics businesses, and we continue to enhance our efforts to provide a leading genetic health service focused on prevention and wellness, says Ann Wojcicki, Chief Executive Officer and co-founder. On the consumer side, we received new FDA clearance to provide additional pharmacogenetic information to customers and delivered 2 new genetic health reports on asthma and Hashimoto's disease to 23andMe subscribers. The 23andMe Therapeutics Group continues to progress our drug development efforts, announcing details of the expansion phase of the clinical trial for our wholly owned program, 23andMe-610, an immunopathology antibody targeting CD200R1, including the scientific tumor indications that will be tested for anti-cancer activity. I don't know what any of that means, but it sounds pretty impressive. $265 on the stock, up 13 cents. Recent highlights: presented trials in progress poster detailing the 5 tumor indication-specific expansion cohorts to be evaluated. What else do they do? I'm looking for numbers, actually. There's all kinds of talk about how great they're doing and what's going on. They've launched an at-the-market offering program pursuant to which the company may sell from time to time at its option an aggregate of up to $150 million of its shares of Class A common stock. Our fiscal third quarter results, they're at 271 now, the shares, reflects solid revenue growth in our consumer business despite the macroeconomic headwinds, and give us confidence to raise our full year financial guidance, says Joe Selsavage, interim chief financial and accounting officer. We are particularly pleased with the customer demand from our holiday sales, which utilized a disciplined approach to promotion and discounting, we delivered increased personal genome service profit margins. With our current cash levels and the option of utilizing our ATM program, we are continuing to advance our therapeutics programs and to expand our efforts to create new customer experience with our genetic health service, leveraging the telemedicine platform Lemonaid Health. The results, third quarter, total revenue for the 3 months was $67 million and $207 million for the respectively. So for the quarter, $67 million; for the 3 quarters, $207 million, compared with $57 and $171, representing an increase of 18% and 21% respectively. Stocks trading at $273. Third quarter revenue growth was primarily driven by an increase in consumer services revenue attributable to telehealth services, revenue from the Lemonaid acquisition, and increase in subscription services revenue and growth in PGS revenue. Research services revenue increased primarily due to an increase in GSK collaboration revenue related to GSK exercising their option to extend the exclusive target discovery period of our collaboration for a 5th year. 9-month revenue growth was primarily driven by an increase in consumer services revenue attributable to telehealth services revenue from Lemonaid acquisition, and an increase in subscription services revenue, partially offset by a decrease in PGS revenue. Let's see. Operating expenses for the 3 months and the 9 months ended December 31 were $128 million and $349 million, compared to $124 and $271. The increase in operating expenses in the 3 and 9 month periods was primarily attributable to increased personnel-related expenses driven by increased salaries and related taxes as a result of inflation and growth in headcount, primarily related to the previously acquired telehealth business, a non-cash impairment charge for certain intangible assets, and the addition of sales and marketing expenses from the previously acquired telehealth business. Net loss for the 3 months was $92 million and $248 million for the year, or for the 9 months respectively, compared to a net loss of $89 million and $148 million for the same totals prior year. The increase in the 3 and 9 month periods of losses was primarily attributable to the increase in operating expenses noted above, as well as a benefit from changes in fair value of warrant liabilities of $3 million and $33 million, respectively, in the 3 and the 9 months, December 31. Total adjusted EBITDA, earnings before income tax and depreciation, for the 3 months and 9 months, the deficit was $43 million and $123 million compared to $64 million and $121 million. So that's interesting. Balance sheet. They have, at the end of December, they have cash and cash equivalents of $433 million cash on hand compared to $553 million from March 31, 2022. Lots of cash on hand. They're raising their full year guidance now. Full year revenue for fiscal 2023, which will end March 21, 2023, is projected to be in the range of 290 to 300 million, with a net loss ranging 325 to 335. The adjusted EBITDA deficit is projected to be in the range of 170 to 180 for 2023. As a reminder, this guidance includes the full year impact of the consolidation of the company's acquired telehealth business into its overall consumer business, as well as the current and anticipated effects of general inflation on certain costs. And they're getting ready for their phone call, and there you are. So I call this good news. I don't know about you, but I like it. We're at 271, up 19 cents on the aftermarket as far as CNBC is concerned. 25,000 shares traded. On the Market Watch, I'm going to refresh my page. I'm showing 270 now on 60,000 volume. On my phone, 270, up 18 cents. So we're going the right direction here. I don't have a problem with this. I'm curious to see how they put together a $150 million financing. They don't need the money in a desperate way with 400 plus million in the bank. The market cap of ME is 1.15 billion, and they got 400 plus million in cash. So this business is growing and is becoming more cash flow. They're heading for the cash flow positive side of the equation. So yeah, the losses are shrinking out, and soon they will bring in the other side, profitability. So let's say kudos to 23andMe. I don't think it's a bad arrangement. Way to go. All righty. Yeah. Okay. What else is going on here? Let's see. I bought some ME at the close, says Nick. Now in English, Uncle Bruce. I also did Nick 2 minutes before the close. ME is up 8% in the aftermarket, up 20 cents. Disney's not looking good though. Alex, full year revenue for fiscal year, which will end March, is projected to be in the range of 290, 300. The loss of 325, 335. And 23andMe ended December with cash, $433 million. Yes. Are we a winner? They're a winner. They're a winner. It's a winner chicken dinner over there. Alex, Brian, no, I rate it as a loss of 2023, 335. But bear in mind, this includes the cost of acquiring Lemonade. That's right. That is correct. Smooth brained here. Yeah, this is a winner. This is a company that's growing their testing business. I know over the holidays, Jen and myself, my daughter, my in-laws, friends, we all got ME kits. All of us did. And we're all really curious. We all love the results we got. We thought it was pretty cool. These guys have drugs in the pipeline. They're going to have more in the pipeline. This company will be extremely successful and extremely profitable in the long run. With Lemonade, that's a growing business. A very quick growing business will make them a lot of money. Yeah, I like it. I think that down here, this is a joke, 270. This is a joke. This thing went public at 10, 278 now, 285 now. This is a joke down here. This stock should be $10 to $12. That's the bottom line and more. They have a ton of upside here. 286 last trade. We're shooting up right now. 286 last trade right now on the stock. 43,000 traded. So volume is kicking in here. And do not forget who some of the shareholders of this monster actually are. the monster shareholders that are behind this are billionaires. Google founders, Branson, and others. We are talking about some serious people behind this company. Get out of the way of this company. 290 now on the stock. So here we go. Nice to see. Volume is low, 60,000, up 14%. I am a DNA gynecologist and 23andMe all the time. I use it all the time. Yes, Mr. Branson, that's right. Brian, why does the volume on ME keep dropping and the stock go on? I'm looking at Market Watch here. Deep value, 15% higher. Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, I finally did it. I went on margin. I bought 300 AI for 24.09, waited for the recovery to 26, then sold 3 covered calls next Friday, got $210. Next week, I'll sell covered calls for 5 and pay for the stock. Good thoughts. What do you think? Way to go. Nice job. Bobby could push the $3 line in after hours. Yeah, it could break $3 in the after hours tonight easily. I mean, 3.5 is a nothing burger for this stock. I mean, come on, you guys. You know what this stock's been at the last few months. It was at $3.47 December the 2nd. It was at 5.12 August the 12th. This is a nothing burger, 270, 285. This is a nothing burger here. This is just a tiny little move. This is going to go so much higher. My God. We used to see $10, $13 on this stock. We saw it at $14 at one time. Yes, kids. The all-time high, what is that, 16-something, 1604? We're going to all-time highs eventually. I mean, it's going to happen on ME. There's no doubt. They're not going to run out of money. They're not going under. They're not in trouble. They're not one of these SPACs that went public and have no money. They're sitting on $400 million. They're raising $150 million now because brokers are saying, you want more money, we'll help you raise more money. But they'll do it at their leisure. Fine by me. Let it go. Just let her run. All the SPACs we follow, all the former SPACs that we're into, I think will do well. Even ATIP. Anytime you guys have a couple $100 lying around, pick up some ATIP and just gobble it up. Take it away. Get it off the street. Put it in your account. You will be rewarded. But anyway, we will see. Folks, I got to go. Jen and I have to go to Costco. And we got a few things to pick up. And Jen's got to get some exercise in, so we're going to get that going. And I appreciate all of you. I'm averaging 890 on ME, so let's go. Smoke Dog, 851 here, so let's go. Yeah, pick some up if you can and average down. Let her run. We're at 252 was the end of the day today. We're now 283, up 31 cents. 290, according to CNBC now. On 94,900, we got some volume coming in here on the after hours. 290 on the stock, 100,000 traded now. Looks like we've broken 100,000 volume. So keep an eye on it. We'll see what's going on. I say giddy up. These guys are going to do fine, and they're going to have no trouble raising 150 million more. Don't think about what they're selling the stock at, because they might sell it at 3 or something. Think about the fact that put them at 580 million cash. Think about it that way. That means more than half the value of the company is money, cash. Yeah, these guys are going to get much larger, and don't be surprised if additional acquisitions take place. They're a takeover target. Think about that too. With that kind of cash on hand, this is a takeover target. Yeah. I don't understand why a pharmaceutical doesn't try and buy them yet. Maybe soon. I don't know. Anyway, 289, 290, 100,000 plus traded, and the results are good. Okay. There it is. ME 600 at 570, says Robert. That's what I got. Was over 10 million. Was over 10 until January, and I started to start averaging down. See you tonight, Uncle Bruce. We will see you tonight at 8 o'clock. That's right. Have a great afternoon and early evening. I'll see you at 8 o'clock Eastern time this evening for prime time with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel members right there. Join me tonight. We'll keep an eye on ME and see how it does for the rest of the evening. And let's have some more fun tomorrow as well. Thank you all so much for being here. I bought some at 237. Giddy up. Nice going, Robert. Join me later tonight. Okay, guys, have a good one. We'll get the alerts out rather shortly now for the alert for tonight's show. We'll see you then, and let's make some more moolah. Thanks, everybody. Take care.